Hey guys, thought I'd make a quick video today just around the actual financial implications of getting a hair transplant versus just actually using proven medication. Stick around. Now I've prepared this pretty high level summary here just around the actual cost of a hair transplant, and remember this can vary pretty significantly based on the actual procedure type, whether it be an FUE, FUT, and the actual grafting method. Now if you just do a quick Google search, you'll find that the all-in cost is actually around that $20,000 mark. I mean, we're talking about here AUD, if you want a reputable doctor at least. You can go cheaper than that, but if you're playing with your hairline and you don't have too many shots at such a procedure, you probably do not want to take the risk. Now, in terms of finasteride monotherapy, if you're looking at the 1 milligram dosage per month, you're probably around $25. You wouldn't be going much higher than this, depending on the actual regular retail price. And annually, you're looking at $300. If you take that over a 10-year time horizon, you're probably looking at spending $3.6K if you're just using generic versions, not the actual branded Propecia, given that is off patent now, and there are substantially cheaper options on the market. Now, if you're like me and you choose to customize dose finasteride, so you'll be taking 0.5 milligram per day or 1 milligram every other day, depending on how you like to titrate your dosage. And remember, always do this in consultation with a doctor. You're looking at around $13 a month, $150 annually, and around 1.8K over 10 years. Now, people often talk about the big three, and what is that? It's finasteride, minoxidil, and ketoconazole or anisolol shampoo. The actual mechanism of action regarding minoxidil and ketoconazole we can get into in another video, but on a total per month basis, if you're taking these three treatments, which are very much believed to be your gold standard protocol in terms of fighting hair loss, you're probably coming out at around $62 a month. Over 10 years, you're looking at 7.4 grand there. And if you actually compare that to the actual all-in cost of a hair transplant in the first place, you come out roughly 12.5 grand a head. That's not to say if you just went with a finasteride monotherapy, because the vast majority of men will respond very well in terms of actual hair loss. That's not to discount the fact that people do get side effects from this drug. But you'd be looking at around 17K saving there over the 10-year period. Now, that's all very well to just say, oh, I would have saved 12.5K. But if you actually invested that money at the start of your treatment, you'd be looking at around 22 grand all up that you could have earned in terms of your actual returns, just taking very round figures of an assumed 6% return, compounding monthly. Your present value of around 12.5K would have grown to 22 grand in that same period. So it's not just about the money you actually saved on the procedure, it's about what you could have invested in that and your subsequent returns on that wad of cash. Just to perhaps put it a bit more plainly, if we look at here, your investment of 12.5K, assuming you put in no more deposits and your compounding frequency is monthly over a 10-year period and very modest 6% returns, given that equity markets are quite frothy right now, you'd be looking at that 22 grand mark on your 12 grand initial investment. If you just whack that into a Vanguard ETF over even a 1-year period, you could have got a 20% return. Now, that's not to say that would have compounded or you would have got to have some swings and roundabouts, as you can see here. But as you can tell, the actual cost of a hair loss transplant is quite significant if you let it get too late, and ultimately you may need a repeated number of procedures here. The underlying message here is that getting on treatment early and ahead of the game before you've experienced significant hair loss is the name of the game. It's much easier to prevent hair loss than it is to regain lost ground. Hope you liked the video today. If you like this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe. Ciao for now. Bye.